We kick things off at the Federal Bureau of Hunters in the United States. Director David Brennan is not thrilled with his team's failure to recruit Jin-Woo. And honestly, after what he did during the Jeju Island raid, who wouldn't want him on their side? Assistant Director Connor and the mysterious Norma Selner are seen apologizing for the mission's failure in Korea, but Brennan? He's not looking for apologies. He wants answers. Connor drops a bombshell. According to Selner, Jin-Woo might be one of the monarchs. Brennan's face says it all, and his next question, does this mean Jin-Woo is on the same level as a national-level hunter? Selner's explanation is chilling. She describes how reawakened hunters draw power from the other side, channeling borrowed energy. But the strongest ones, the monarchs, appear to her as blinding lights. And then there's Jin-Woo. She says when she looked into his eyes, she didn't see light or any borrowed power. She saw darkness, vast, overwhelming, endless darkness. As the author puts it, unlike other hunters, Jin-Woo did not borrow his strength from anywhere. He was the source of his own power. No external forces granted him abilities. No limitations restricted his growth. He was the darkness itself. Chills. Jin-Woo isn't using power. He is the power. No wonder he's unbeatable. But Brennan isn't giving up. He takes Connor to basement level 24, and what's revealed here is huge for the lore. They discuss the first ever S-rank gate that opened, wiping out the entire west coast. A global team of elite hunters was assembled for the raid and only 5 survived. These 5 became the national-level hunters. The monster responsible? Kamish, the Undying Flame, a dragon so strong it slaughtered hundreds of high-ranking hunters. Then comes the reveal. Brennan shows Connor a runestone extracted from Kamish's remains, stored in a secure vault for 8 years. No hunter has been able to activate it, but maybe Jin-Woo can. The implication? Huge. Switching gears, we cut to Jin-Woo at home. I love these quiet moments. He's staring at himself in the mirror, reflecting on whether he's really changed. It's a rare, introspective moment from our usually composed MC. Then comes the most wholesome sibling banter with Jinna. He asks for her opinion about his looks, and she just roasts him, saying he still looks like a bum. Classic. Jin-Woo suggests solo play guild for his new guild's name. I burst out laughing, but Jinna shuts it down, pointing out the irony. He's not solo, he has an army of shadow soldiers. Instead, she suggests Ahjin Guild, where Ah means I and Jin means to go forward. But the real reason? It's her name spelled backward. So sweet. Next scene, Hun is lying in bed, mortified after practically confessing her feelings to Jin-Woo. I was screaming at the screen, the romance is heating up. She tries to convince herself it's just gratitude, but then remembers it was Min Byung-yu, the healer, who actually saved her. Then, this gave me chills. She hears a familiar voice in her head. Closing her eyes, she recalls a vision of Mingu's shadow, looking concerned, his eyes full of worry. He warns her, tell Jin-Woo to be careful of his power. What? Is Jin-Woo's strength more dangerous than we thought? This hint of a darker side is so intense. Cut to the Knights Guild, where Guildmaster Park Jong-soo and team face a crisis. A new gate's appeared, not S-rank, but dangerously close. They're one of Korea's top 5 guilds, but without S-rank hunters, they can't handle it. A-rank healer Jung Yarim suggests bringing in a single hunter instead of forming an alliance. Jong-soo's skeptical, until it hits him. Jin-Woo loved this moment. It shows how much Jin-Woo's reputation has grown. His presence alone could turn the tide and boost their image. Back in Jin-Woo's office, he confirms the guild's name, Ahjin Guild. Jin-Ho's visibly relieved it's not Solo Play Guild. They talk about the final founding member. Jin-Woo surprisingly passes on Hunter Cha-hae, even though she's a strong choice. Why? He wants someone with a license who isn't interested in guild politics. Very intriguing. Then, knock at the door. It's Jong-soo, Yunai, and Jung Yarim from the Knights Guild. They show Jin-Woo footage of the massive Busan gate, the largest ever recorded in the city. Jong-soo explains their lack of S-rank hunters and offers Jin-Woo 20% of the profits to help. But Jin-Woo? Nah. He counters with a 50-50 split. Boss move. He wants to be treated as a guild, not a freelance hunter. Jong-soo agrees, on one condition. Jin-Woo must take down the dungeon boss. Without hesitation, Jin-Woo accepts. This confidence? Iconic. Just as things settle, Jin-Woo gets a call. It's his mom, who just bought a cell phone and wanted to hear his voice. These wholesome moments ground the series so well. Jin-Woo isn't just a powerful hunter, he's a devoted son. Next day, we're at Gwangali Beach in Busan. The Knights Guild gathers for the raid. Jong-Soo's pacing nervously. Only 5 minutes to go. Then, boom! Jin-Woo uses Shadow Exchange and appears instantly. This teleportation flex never gets old. The crowd is huge, the sky ominous. Jin-Woo walks forward and immediately hunters swarm him, all desperate to see the legend in action. He's clearly uncomfortable with the attention. Love these small moments of character depth. Yerim steps in to ease the tension. Jong-Soo then officially announces he'll lead the raid, a letdown for many hoping Jin-Woo would command. But Jong-Soo clarifies, Jin-Woo's job is protecting the backline and ensuring team safety. With that, the team marches toward the gate, ready for battle. What an ending. We're about to get one hell of a raid in the next episode. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your theories in the comments.